And Tiny's a perfect fit.
So the only place that I've really tended to see core silencer is Iceberg for Navi. But I'm wondering, is there any chance that you might want to like switch it over and get like a more defensive support for the Terrorblade? Or no?
Well, let me see what Among Us have been doing with their silencer, because I would not be surprised if Abed suddenly has decided to take that up as an interest.
I think March, from what I recall, March has been playing it mostly.
That's what I'm expecting. But it was their third most picked hero, so let's see if there's any flexibility.
March has always been one of those fives. I feel that kind of sticks. He, one, plays kind of slightly unconventional fives, but then two, will stick to playing the same fives quite a lot.
True.
Chen coming out, so we'll see a 5-position safe lane. Chen, and the Lesh is actually on the side of Among Us, so they get the Lesh. Presumably as an offlaner, the Lesh Tiny lane, we saw that earlier today. I think it's just a good combo. You've got so much nuke potential. Kill threat in lane, kill threat in the mid game, AoE, wave clear. I mean, these two heroes just, they tick a lot of boxes that you want to be ticking, so.
5 seconds remaining.
Any word? What's the word?
March is the only silencer player for Among Us.
Okay. I am very concerned about the lack of damage on TNC right now. And
Are you still concerned?
I actually am. I don't think this alleviates my concerns, because it's going to be in the mid game, and like by the time that like Terrorblade is going to start knocking on their high ground, or rather in a position where he can start taking tier 2s and then like pressure in for more, Sven's going to have like what? Echo, maybe? Does he go Aghanim still? Probably, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And like it's against high armor heroes. You've got like some pretty good counter initiation, I think, in terms of like global, and then people can't help out the Sven. I don't know. I'm concerned a little bit.
Yeah, this first 2 TB is not being met with any real true hard counters, but perhaps that is the power of the silencer. Those, you know, Zeus type heroes just aren't as scary when you've got a silencer.
And maybe physical damage we weren't giving enough credit. The Mars counter, so to speak, against Terrorblade in the last series proved to be much stronger than any of us were expecting. So it's not necessarily magic damage to be the be-all, end-all.
Yeah, I think the Sven can work. I mean, you've got a Slaughter Corrosive Haze as well, so the cleave for the illusions combined with the, you know, potential gap close from an Aghanim Scepter, to me, might be enough to deal with a TB. But they're going to need more. They need that, you know, big playmaking mid laner probably here.
It's something.
Not going to be a Templar Assassin. Queen of Pain still in availability. All the spirits. Invoker.
Did you say Ogre?
Invoker.
Oh, I was like, I heard you say it, and then I look over and you're not smiling. I was like,
that was a lower bracket thing. We've moved on since then.
Hey, man.
And it will be the Queen
look,
of Pain.
TNC might be a lower bracket thing soon as well. If they don't turn
at this
it around.
rate.
Okay.
It's looking scary.
Queen of Pain, a hero with magic damage. Yep. One of the answers for Terrorblade for sure. I don't know for sure what your mid lane matchup will be. Leaning towards it being the Leshrac, but who knows?
10 seconds.
I would actually be down to have them switch it up and pick some type of healing 4 here.
5 seconds
And then just like
maybe silencer mid or tiny mid.
No, yeah, I was thinking tiny mid with it, but I don't know what that healing 4 would be either. Maybe you probably just go for a mid here.
I could see them just going for something like, you know, a Void Spirit type hero. It's Abed. He wants to play a Void. He wants to play an Ember.
Oh, can you just puck?
Storm, maybe?
Storm sounds pretty good. We saw a Storm destroy Queen of Pain the other day.
That's right. Multiple solo kills.
Yep. Maybe too greedy with the TB. I don't know.
I feel like puck seems really good, right? Good matchup against the Queen of Pain in lane.
If it wasn't a dead hero, I'd be inclined to agree.
Can you Stormhammer out of coil?
Yeah, leashes and roots don't count for some reason.
So dumb.
It's very dumb. Because Valve adds these new things and they're like, oh, we forgot to add the leash rules. They had an Ember Spirit. Yeah, because like Ursa, the Earth Shock, they didn't add the leash rules. And then it was just everyone hated it. And they're like, okay, fine. I expect that'll be one of the nerfs in the upcoming patch. But yeah, Abed gets a Spirit as expected. GoDz, which way you lean in?
I am going to lean Among Us, actually. Yeah, I don't think TB's been addressed incredibly well. This tiny Leshrac lane is going to cause a lot of problems for Gabby, I feel. I'm thinking Among Us.
Lyrical?
Very much Among Us.
Okay.
not digging the TNC right now. I don't know what's going on.
Well, let's see if they can have an answer to the Terrorblade as we jump to a quick break. But when we return, we will dive right into game number 2 here at the Monster Energy Dota Summit 13. Welcome back to game number 2.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. They're paused.
Let's not do it.
Let's not do it.
Let's wait here for a second.
Percolate for a little bit.
What
I
if
love
we're
it.
missing ult chat?
Oh, that's true, actually.
Oh no!
It was pretty
Okay.
spicy in the lobby previously. I want to see the pause screen. Scroll up for me, Aosin.
March silencer.
March silencer.
They're calling it out.
Yeah. They're wondering, is it better than his IO?
Very interesting.
You know, he doesn't get the IO, but
You know, I think a really good tell of the relationships of these two teams is that they all chat at the beginning, but they don't tip each other. You know what I mean?
It's true.
There's a difference in style of communication that exists there. All chat to me seems very friendly, and as you can see up there as well, feel free to and make sure to vote for the MVP, the bts.gg/monster MVP. Yeah, give me PayPal. That's great. You should just send it out right now.
Is March much of a streamer? I don't think he's much of a streamer, is he?
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
So here's an interesting question. What do you think would happen if at TI you get this huge amount of people that are watching from all over the world, from everywhere? Somebody just like drops their Cash App into like all chat at the beginning. What do you think?
I've actually never looked at the rulebook,
Yeah.
but I'm curious if their Valve has an all chat rulebook. Because
Yeah.
like it would look bad on the game like to say many things in all chat, and so I don't even know if you're allowed to say anything other than pause, go, tech issues.
He just sent it. He just sent it. Oh my god.
There we go.
Oh
That's his
wow.
wow. Hit up March.
Amazing.
He's just flexing that at t1.gg email address.
I
Amazing.
can't take .gg emails seriously.
Baker.
Or .gg URL seriously.
Excuse me, do you want to tell me what the URL is to vote for our MVPs right now? I believe that's what it is right there on the screen.
Other than the wonderful BTS.
The wonderful I mean, it just rolls off the tongue.
MVP, you
But
know.
T1.gg, I mean,
Other, you know,
it
we were
just-
the trendsetters.
That's true.
You want signature? I can ask. Yeah, you want me to sign your profile?
We've well, the BTS website. We've got the .tv email.
Ooh,
Beyond the Summit
oh, that's
TV,
right.
yeah.
Beyond the Summit.tv.
Yep. No, we
was
we
OG
thought that was
status.
very clever back in the day when we made
Back
it,
when you
know.
wanted to imitate television.
Yeah.
And now
And
you
now
want
you're
to
like,
I don't know about that
I mean, it's
anymore.
whatever. I don't feel bad about it, but it's pretty funny. It's like I know Zairi still had the Zairi TV in a lot of
That's
his
right. Yeah.
channels.
Yes, you know, it's an earlier generation
Yeah.
of internet media.
Mm.
When that's what you were going for. But now we can speak for ourselves. .gg. Everyone knows that it's a gamer URL that you're going for right there.
Was there any like acronym for it? Was it just like the thought process was like .good game? You know what I mean?
I think that's it's the shortest acronym that you can like immediately indicate gamer
Yeah.
to someone, I think.
You want to beat March so hard. Wow, these guys.
Sad.
That's very interesting.
I said he don't need to prove himself. He got girlfriend already.
These freaking gamers.
Why do men build bridges?
They're talking about Febby. Oh,
Oh, right.
Of course. Thank you, AS.
Yes, I don't know how involved Febby is, but he is the coach for TNC, correct?
You
Or
know,
at
it's
least,
interesting.
Yes, I believe that's
he
true.
is the coach. I don't know how involved he is in the tournaments, but he's the coach, so I assume he is fairly involved.
I'm assuming that he's literally at everyone's keyboards typing all of this under their names.
Yes.
Right.
this sounds like stuff Febby would be saying. So.
Addison, how did it feel going over there and taking all the prize money, by the way?
Yeah,
Is that a random call out? Smiley face. That's good.
our
Amazing.
GeoGuessr took us, or not our GeoGuessr, but if you had watched the North American part of this broadcast, they had done some geoguessing in Dota 2 events, and they went to the Nexon Arena. The Nexon Arena.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And unsurprisingly, BSJ, Jenkins, and Sunstone were like, is this China?
No.
Where is this?
They didn't know where it was.
They eventually got it, but took a little bit of a struggle, but that's the home base of Korean Dota.
How did they do in the Europe countries?
Poorly. They did not do European countries. They got the same score as us on the dumb test,
Oh, okay.
which was 24,999.
No,
Oh,
we
they
didn't
missed
get that.
Yeah, on the dumb test.
The White House.
The White House was in famous places. It was not the dumb test.
Ooh,
Did they do
okay.
famous places?
They did not do famous places. They only did the
Alright.
Dota map and they did the dumb test.
Okay.
And the Dota map they got obliterated on.
That's great. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, for those of you watching, don't just tab out after the games, and we have lots of exciting filler content to keep you engaged. But yeah, I know you're here for the Dota, and that's why we have unpaused the game. Game 2, TNC versus Among Us. Let's hope it's more competitive than Game 1.
Did they do the European countries yet?
I'm looking forward to it. They haven't done it. The only two ones they did were the Dota events and the dumb test.
Amazing.
We got, what, 41 out of 47, was it?
Yes.
On which one?
On European countries?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Sporkle quiz. That's right.
Oh, Zephyr.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Get owned. Who gets the last hit? Armel.
Armel.
Yeah, they
Sure.
intentionally give it to the mid laner. Even the Sven was not swinging his sword for that. That's he's not a carry player if you're giving that to your mid. If that's a pub,
You're getting
I'm
kicked.
taking that. Yeah.
It's like the Gandalf scene. He's like, "Don't tempt me, Frodo." That's what I imagine. I got Lord of the Rings stuck in my head from that image that they put out.
Oh, yeah, MLP.
Yeah.
With the Photoshop and John's Photoshops, yeah.
Very much appreciated it. It put me in as Aragorn.
Wow, a lot of activity already before the horn is even blown.
They're going for more
What?
action here. They got
What?
3, but it's 3v4. You don't
Yeah,
want this.
get out of there.
You don't want that heat.
It's dangerous. Cuckoo. You get that rune, and KP keeps back
The
the
battle
other
begins.
TB, and should be a trade-off.
Got KP on a hero that can do more with less, as you were hoping for, Lyrical. Put him on a Slardar this time.
It's like the quintessential KP hero.
Mm-hmm.
It's been around the block more than a few times. And then as far as mid, Abed facing off against Armel again. Quap versus the Ember Spirit.
And thankfully, I don't think taking Scream at 1 really hurts her to get that
Yeah.
first blood. Dagger or Scream, they're both fine versus an Ember.
I think if anything, you maybe want the Scream just to secure that range creep.
Yeah.
So you probably, I mean, he was likely going to skill it anyways. He didn't need the Scream to get the first blood, so he kind of just chose it.
He kind of blew the Scream, though.
Yeah.
But looks like that
Got a
creep's
lot
not
of
taking damage.
harassing.
Yeah.
and There you go. It is a low cooldown. That's the other nice thing there. So he still had a second one to secure the range creep, get some more harass out, and already Armel off to a good start here in the mid lane.
So wondering if he, I thought he was just going to go straight up and dagger him since our Abed didn't have level 2 for a second.
Oh, that's true, actually.
But
He has it now, but yeah, if he got the straight up dagger with the level 2 advantage, but
I don't know the math. I don't know the matchup well enough to know like how many dagger ticks it takes to burn off the shield, though.
Well, he didn't have the shield on at that point either.
I guess he doesn't know what he's skilled at level 1. He's assuming he has the.
No, he
No,
saw
he saw
Flame
he
Oh,
saw the
saw
flame guard.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
Get it.
Bot lane, Cuckoo, again, taking mid lane heroes to the off lane. Last game was the Queen of Pain, here it's going to be Leshrek. Up against this Sven, and big old creep cuts going on. Zephyr hijacking the entire wave.
Let's get him. I will say that like a couple of the changes that we've seen of Chen's being switched into like a core role, I've really enjoyed seeing them taking over range creeps and then just like outlast hitting people with it. It's pretty cool.
The brief stint of seeing the like mid Chen for OG and stuff.
Yeah.
That was definitely entertaining.
Your piercing damage is underrated.
Totally.
They've been paying attention to those Chen tips that someone's been submitting on Reddit. There's like this Chen expert, like more than all the other meme Chen experts, and he's got like this really nitty-gritty mechanic list. Like apparently whenever you teleport creeps to you, there's an order of the orientation that they'll show up around your hero, and it's a fixed orientation. So you can like specifically put creeps that you know will spawn closer as now Avalanche Toss into Split Earth.
This combo is so devastating. Like Chen tips, it's really hard to deal with.
One of the tips was that there are a lot of creeps with piercing damage, and it's more than just the range creeps that allow you to last hit very, very easily and deny very aggressively.
Nice. Yeah, it's really hard to deal with. It's like trying to deal with Prophet outlasting people.
Well, I bet.
Was he like on low ground? Did he lose vision? How did the chains not connect?
I guess it was must have been like a very tiny bit out of range, although it didn't look like it. It looked like it was quite a bit out of range.
Yeah. Well, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
Well, Armel's doing much better this time than he did last game.
Yep.
Well, it's always so interesting too. Like, Cuckoo's sort of at the bottom of the last hits as far as the cores go, but he's kind of also keeping the Sven slightly depressed in terms of his last name. That could just been because of the wave that was pulled out to the side as well, though. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, that I guess took away a full 4 potential CS for both players. So.
Yeah.
Chen with 7 last hits already. We're going to see Abed TP back to base. He's
Pre-level 6.
Yeah, the old walk. Walk of shame. And Armel going to get himself a rune. Fortunately, not a high impact rune.
Is under attack.
Yeah, he's going to stick around mid.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to roam here at level 4, so you'd be more worried about like a Arcane rune or a DD rune.
Yeah.
Good job of staying on top, though. 26 and 11 versus 14 and 3.
Yeah. And this Ember was picked in, kind of in response. I think it fits their draft and what they needed for their lineup, but the actual mid matchup itself was not the reason they picked the hero.
Gets the dagger there after the slight chains and gets some pretty good harassment out afterwards as well. Pretty nice. God, the double null tally. He's just going to be like forcing him out of lane forever now.
Yeah, forced to jungle, and Abed will get the bounty rune refill with a stack, but yeah, he's
no, he didn't even get the stack.
Oh.
That's really not good.
Yeah, he needs some stacks or jungle time now. Almost Quap level 6, he's just can't play the lane, I don't think, at that point.
Scary stuff.
That's a cute little spray.
Yeah, the new Dark Side sprays. Horrifying.
I don't like it. It scares me. Well, so far looking pretty good for TNC. Much better than last game.
All stemming so far from the mid lane. But we'll see how these first few rotations go. But even the side lanes, yeah, we see there. A lot of pressure being put on the TB, who is farming very well. Down bottom, Sven having a good time, so... Definitely, let's say, like 1.5 lanes being won for TNC.
If Ember can get like a pretty good amount of farm on though, and then sort of start making some rotations, it should be pretty okay, I would imagine, for Abed. But he is getting very low. And Tim's.
This is a
great movement.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I guess he walked too close to the outpost, or maybe just got scouted or figured out. Oh, there we go. Observer ward. Yeah. Okay.
Kept them alive.
And his ward should have probably been scouted, so I think they'll get the D ward.
Yeah. Ember might just, he TPs to the tier 2. Yeah. Goes straight to D-ward it. Doesn't actually have a Sentry.
Yeah, he might not have seen it. Well, yeah.
He planted it while
In
under
vision, yeah, he went
yeah.
into that camp and planted it from the other side.
Maybe he didn't have gold for a sentry. Not sure. Or they just didn't notice. Yeah.
March is on the
Sounds-
case.
Oh, don't give March the gold.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth buying your own
Yeah.
sentry there as an Ember. It pays for itself.
Oh, you know what though? When he went to try and last hit that ward, he instead hit the creep, and that's going to reveal that there's a ward up on the high ground over there.
I think it was trying to stack, but yeah, you're right. It does reveal it. Yeah.
Meantime, Zephyr taking some damage, and the man looks like he has 9 stick charges. Decides to stick around a
deny
second
himself.
longer.
Oh.
Punchy, no!
Oh.
Still manages to get the kill.
Wow. Oh, that's some corrosive haze damage.
Straight up solo kill.
KP Slardar. That's where it's at.
March Silencer confirmed not better than March IO.
Poor guy. Well, in the meantime, 2,000 gold lead being built up by TNC, and after that very disappointing game number 1, feeling a lot better about it right here in game number 2.
Yeah, things are going swimmingly. They've effectively won all 3 lanes. Bullied both cores into the jungle. Now Gabby might be a casualty, but he's very tanky and he has God strength.
He's just dead now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Armel trying to make a rotation for the kill. Sidestep, able to get away
Dire's top
from
tower
that splitter. Then Zephyr afterwards also going to fall. So they lose their carry, find a follow-up kill. And as far as net worth is concerned, it's probably got to be looking pretty
Radiant's
good
middle
here.
tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
very different look from Armel here in game 2. After a pretty lackluster game 1, he is showing up.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Absolutely
attack.
crushing it so far. Top of the net worth by a big margin and very active.
Whereas I'd say Abed is still kind of playing the same game, even though he's doing much worse in terms of like net worth. This was his game plan in his Snowball Amber game as well, which is like, I'm just going to sit back, farm, get some major items, stick around in the jungle for the most part.
Yeah, it feels like his time is coming later on.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Queen of Pain also likely to have an impact all throughout the game, but for Abed, I don't think you're worried if you're Among Us about how his start has been kind of slow. But definitely overall, big picture-wise, you are a little worried because, yeah, all 3 Radiant cores are having a great time.
Got strength just to farm up there for Gabby.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And-
under attack.
Set of neutral items coming out here and there as Chen is getting pretty farm getting towards that mechanism. And meantime, KP in a little bit of trouble. The
Radiant
toss
structures
afterwards
are fortified.
finishes off.
Boundary Rune's coming up, but looks like
Dire are
Among
scanning.
Us might
4?
actually come out on top.
Potentially. Looks
Don't
like
know if they're gonna
Snapfire is going
Radiant's
for...
middle
Yeah,
tower
Yeah.
is under
it's
attack.
3.
A lot of stacks over here for Sven, which at this point Geek Fam will have a pretty good idea of, but I'm not sure they can do a whole lot about it.
Oh my god. Okay, Armel.
Yeah, that's probably okay when you weren't who's going to get the TP off if you don't Sonic Wave, but
Do you think it's worth it for Among Us to try and sneak in there and steal away those stacks if they went as a group?
If
with
they had a good
Sonic
hero
Wave
to
down,
do it.
yeah, I think with Sonic Wave down, you'd maybe consider it, but you'd have to commit Metamorph and everything, and the problem is TB is going onto the high ground with Metamorph. He's just going to get blown up, like,
Right.
And then where does he go after that?
yeah.
He doesn't really want to be on the enemy side of the map right now.
That's fair.
So I think
Dire's top
the
tower
best
is
thing you
under
could
attack.
do, which is probably just too hard to time, is like try and do like a smoke play and catch the Sven while he's farming the Ancients. but
Yeah, or let like a support try to leech some of the experience.
Yeah.
Dire's top
Global
tower
cancels
is
out the
falling.
kisses.
It's such a good combo, or like answer rather. March?
I'm not convinced that's how you want to use Global Silence, though.
Well, it's kind of working for him to some extent. Gabby will find that kill in the end, though. So the final tally, at least for now, is 2 for 2 as Armel jumps in. Does not have
Dire's
Sunder.
top tower is
Not
under
even leveled
attack.
yet. He needs to get a little bit more
Radiant's
experience first. But in the
bottom
meantime,
tower is
KP's
under
taking it tier
attack.
2.
That was just like he'd already gotten off a couple of globs, so Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and Leshek was closing in.
It
Ooh,
seems a
tiny.
bit odd. Yeah, it just seems a bit odd because there was then they didn't have it for the actual team fight.
Right.
When the heroes TP'd in to defend, they just didn't have it. So
I guess maybe they were expecting other heroes to be in the trees, like Sven was about
Yeah,
to
that
Storm
makes
Hammer
sense.
from the trees, and they're like, if Snapfires are already kissing, then there's probably more heroes.
Well, and I think the other reason that I'm like kind of okay with that in that instance is it looks like they're gonna punish KP. With Sonic Wave down, where else do you get damage on that lineup? Like, it's just Mortimer's kisses. It feels like.
Sven's starting to do damage, though. He's got the Mask of Madness. He took down that Tiny, what was Tiny even doing there?
He was just walking around, you know?
just walking
chilling.
around underneath enemy tier 1s.
Yeah.
No big deal.
But my point with that, though, is that, like, the global doesn't really affect Sven's damage that's coming out, right? It stops stuns and things like that. But I think part of the strength of having the silencer into the Snapfire is that, like, you can use it, and if you can cut off Mortimer's, it's kind of it feels to me almost like the same way you would treat
Radiant's
Black Hole.
bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe that's not the same.
whoa,
Radiant's
Mask of
bottom
Madness
tower
Slardar.
has fallen.
some new tech coming out of KP here.
Interesting. I mean, you're already going to be silenced. What's another silence?
It's true.
Radiant are scattered.
Okay.
I'm not sure
The
how I
only
feel
thing is
about
that you
this.
lose a lot of armor versus a TB, which is not great.
And he has the gloves of haste too. All right, let's see how it goes. Finds himself Cuckoo.
It's definitely going to work here, I think.
Dang. He hits so fast. It's actually pretty sick. And now Zephyr getting followed by the kisses. Somebody drank a little bit too much before they started up the missiles. And then a lot of them missing.
Yeah, I mean, his Trinkle Boots aren't going to break, so he's still zooming.
He's just away.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this Mask of Madness. I think that, again, what the problem was last series is that you don't have answers to Terrorblade, and that will eventually be your biggest issue after 35 minutes. And I feel like you should itemize to answer a Terrorblade.
It's not his job to do damage, nor do they need more damage. as
Exactly.
well. Like,
So I think part of it too, though, as you saw right there, was he was just farming up with it, like
yeah,
farming things the whole time.
it is a good farming item as well. That's true. Like, I was thinking, like, is he gonna just like
symbol for Echo.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what he does with it. If he keeps it as a mask, I mean, I feel like there are better farming items also for a Slardar.
Like what?
Midas?
Yeah, I guess. Maybe that's why he bought the gloves, and he's like, no, wait a minute. I got a better idea.
Hold that thought.
I definitely see it. And I think this, like, I want to try it. It sounds like a fun build that, if it works,
Yeah.
it's definitely kind of cool.
Chase, trying to find himself a tasty little March silencer. So much damage.
Radiant's
Get all of that
bottom
minus
tower is
armor.
under attack.
Can you get here in time?
Damn,
Nice.
dude. It's all over the place.
So last game I was saying that I saw the logic behind TNC's movements, and Among Us were just outmaneuvering them. Everything's panning out for the most part. Them defending that bot tier 1 tower, here invading in the triangle, which, again, they stick around a little bit too long. Last time it was Armel's Void Spirit who stuck around a little bit too long here. It's going to be KP and Whitemon. But still, overall, their movements are netting them kills way more than they were last game.
Radiant's middle tower
And
is under attack.
somewhat look
Radiant
kill
structures
respawn
are
times here, so they
fortified.
might actually be able to defend this tier 1 tower still. Yeah, they're gonna throw out the Mortimers, but
No global this time.
No global. Although, they do show up with Zephyr. There's the global now, trying to chase down, see if they can catch any of these heroes. Nothing being done.
Oh,
The duration
no.
of the global, there's the big old Sonic Wave, and Cuckoo now also forced to run away. They blow him up and looking for more. March is in a world of hurt as KP is going to just beat the crap out of him. Well, taking the
who
last
needs-
bit of kills.
Yeah, who needs your Slither and Crush? He's Mask of Madness.
It's true. I mean, the move speed is actually working out from... I'm coming around to it. Mask of Madness Slardar is the new build.
That's pretty cool. So what is it? Flat attack or flat movement speed that you get from it?
It's 30 movement speed, yeah.
Yeah, and then sprint is still, it's not percentage based anymore, is it? It is percentage based.
Yeah.
So you get a bonus, as they say.
Bonus. It should give you, yeah, like 40 something.
Oh my god, he's just perma-stunned. Look at that, that was crazy!
He built a Yules to deal with that specific situation, and he didn't even get to use the Yules on that Ember Spirit.
Oh my god. Can we click on the death recap for the Ember as well? Or death recap, sorry. Yeah. I don't know if it'll show it or not. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm just asking you for things you can't do now. My bad.
Quick Roche.
Yeah. TNC in full control here.
Is it so much to ask for a competitive game both ways? Why does it gotta be stomps?
We get a game 3.
We get a game 3.
Yet to have one of those.
We get a game 3.
Assuming they close this one out, which, you know, this lead is
substantial.
Yeah, it is. I think the TB still has a pretty good game overall, but yeah, he's just going to be underfarmed, and his teammates going to be incredibly underfarmed.
That's, I think, the bigger issue, is the TB may get his farm, but, like, the last track is going to get blown up. The Silencer, you'll be able to global, but I think people are going to have BKBs and purges by the time that global becomes an issue. Abed went for a Yule's first item, so he's not going to be dealing damage anytime soon. It's really all up to the TB to actually kill people.
And I think the other issue is with Aghanims and then the Stormhammer Dispels against Ember, against Leshrac. It's like there's just no escape. Like, what do you do against it? You have to build Blink Daggers to deal with it, and then you're not getting tanky. Global comes out, trying to find themselves a tasty little kill on the Queen of Pain, and is going to go down. Meanwhile, dodges away from the stun. Manta's there. Really sick combo, and that's a kill on a KP afterwards.
When they can force these fights with underneath the Metamorph, they get Gabby as well. That's massive.
Oh my god. Big plays. Man, that Manta dodge by In Your Dream.
Having an Arcane Rune on Abed as well. Like, we talked about Abed having a slow start, but, you know, still likely going to have an impact on this game, and we're seeing it in that fight there.
No, super clean initiation for not having, like, a Blink Dagger on Zephyr. He basically just... Oh, wait, did he blink in or did he walk in? I felt like he walked in.
Could have been either.
Okay, I don't remember. But whatever the case, it was perfectly timed with the global and just pincering in on TNC.
Very, very cool stuff. And March is going for a Veil, actually, all things.
Well, just buff up Ember and Lesh's damage output, and Tiny as well, I guess.
Well, Quap's got a BKB now, so she has an answer to the global. We'll see if any Yules or Lotuses come out for the supports on TNC, and I imagine Sven's also going to work his way to a BKB as well.
Yeah, they need to be able to get that Hand of God off if they want to live through some of these initiations. And I imagine that's why Chen might end up just rushing Greaves eventually, or something like that. So I think he's already got the mechanism, but regardless, sort of a weird reset of the game almost, it feels like. They're going to need to think about going for Roche eventually.
Yeah, right now TNC want to kind of keep forcing it, feeling like they're ahead, but they are missing some of these key items, and, you know, KP, Mask of Madness being his only item, right? He's not really that ready to fight, as Among Us are much stronger than they used to be.
That's a problem.
Yes, Jules. Hold on to it, but then he gets bashed in.
Yeah, he had a spirit. And I don't think there's any instant disable. I guess if you time it. Yeah.
Sven doesn't have dispels yet, right?
Oh. No, he does.
Okay.
Whoa. Silencer also does.
Well, I mean, the Stormhammer dispels now ends up making a lot of those defensive items really worthless, right?
But then the question is, why did Abed build a Yules in the first place?
Yeah. I mean, I think that they were hoping that they were going to hit an earlier timing before that comes out, maybe. Or just, like, you know, not being in the area where the Sven is the other idea. But this is where things start to get tough. Heroes moving into position. I'll get chased a little bit. They've been back out.
Sven's got the Ags incoming.
has been
Nope,
killed.
just kidding.
Dire's bottom
Sniper
tower is under attack.
from the Tiny.
Well done. All right, that's 2.5 minutes.
Let's
This is
go.
a time to fight.
Let's go. Let's get this global silent smoke up.
Yeah.
It's party time.
That's absolutely the play. Holy crap! What an opening by
Dire are
Zephyr.
scanning.
Yeah, you guarantee a window. You know that the Ags is on that thing, so no random surprises will happen.
Dire's bottom tower
Abed's gonna
is
start
under
moving
attack.
that way, but
Yeah, let's say he wants these runes. That they can be complete game changers, as we saw in the last fight.
Wow, TNC are very defensive now after they lost that Ags.
that's so funny. It's like this timing that you wanted to hit really hard. It's just sort of taken away for a moment, and they're doing a good job of like recognizing that weakness and backing out, not putting themselves in dangerous position. They almost have Ags on Tim's too, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the other thing with their timing is they're just been missing some key items. The Ag Snapfire, and even the Sven you get in the Hags. I think the BKB is going to be the real timing for this Sven. You're getting kited so hard by Ember, Lesh, and Tiny.
There's a lot of minus armor on the TNC right now. The little Shredder and
Radiant's
the
bottom
Corrosive
tower is under
Haze.
attack.
Actually be pretty scary. They can just manage to get some of those cleave hits off on people.
Still skeptical if it'll be enough for this TB. He has, what, 42 armor on the TB right now? Doesn't even have the Scotty completed yet.
That's what the Quap's for. Screaming
39.
them.
Yeah, I mean, screaming him, sonic him.
Again, sort of the story of this game is like in the fallow moments without much action, it's sort of feeling like it's favoring TNC. They're just able to farm a little bit more around the map, play more aggressively.
This also, and they tied to that, they seem less afraid of having heroes showing on the map. Sardo just shows up, pushes a lane up top. Sen does the same. Among Us constantly playing kind of hidden in their own jungle with many of their heroes.
Shiva's is going to be nice as well.
Radiant's bottom tower
I don't
is
know.
under attack.
What do you guys think? Is this sort of the way that you want to play this? If you're TNC, do you think they should be playing more aggressively?
I do think they need to wait for the Ags to get delivered.
Yeah.
That was actually like a big play by Zephyr.
It was Ags on Sven, Ags on Snapfire. Well, the Ags on Snapfire who was just short on gold. And Ags on Sven, yeah, dying on the courier, so.
Now is a good time to fight because Roche has potential to respawn
Yeah.
soon, so it works out for them.
Yeah.
But they did give Among Us like a solid 2.5 minutes where it's like, alright, well, we can't do anything. Have fun enjoying your part of the map, but you still aren't going to be able to come to any lanes.
Smoking up as 4 and then walking high grounds. But
Wow, that
thank
scream
God.
did not connect? That's wild.
And Abed's there. They don't have the Sven in the area. He's coming over now. Needs to be careful. Global is out. Armel in some trouble. Getting pummeled, punched, down low, remnants away, and that keeps him alive for the moment. But the turnaround, Gabby just absolutely melts him. Okay. Well, that should keep him away for the moment.
Well, they were definitely ready for Abed jumping in for that Queen of Pain, which that's her 10-second BKB, even once he completed the Remnant. Oh, wow. Okay,
Toss
TNC
back.
stick around.
And that's death. Jump in, though, afterwards, and the spin hit also brings him down. Was not able to get the Sunder off. That will take them both down.
What a combo. Well, turns out Queen of Pain was just some bait.
Sven is online,
Apparently.
and Roche is up.
Oh,
I don't know if they've
Claw.
spotted it yet.
The Imp Claw is pretty cool this game for the Sven.
Yeah, on impact you do so much damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Jeez. Well, everybody dead. It's a good situation for them to try and push out the lanes, but Zephyr keeping that mid pushed in. Not an easy opening for Roche.
Abed's feeling like how Armel felt in Game 1, where there's this hero with like immensely high potential to be able to jump back lines, and they're just getting stopped at the first line of defense. Here, it was Queen of Pain, not able to get finished off because it was a very fresh BKB, and then Sven turns around, face tanks the Ember Spirit. And last game it was that Void Spirit who just could never get to the IO.
Roche being taken. It looks like they might have an inkling that something's going on among us, or maybe not. Tiny was over there as well. They will pick up Roche, get themselves Aegis onto Gabby. Let's see where they go from here. Shiva's is pretty nice on Abed. Let's switch in the Quiver.
And for even more damage output.
Well, you say even more, but he doesn't have very much to begin with. He's got Shiva's Yules.
Making up for the lack of damage
There we
output.
go.
Yeah.
So we saw that the other game too, the Terrorblade picking up the Aquila. Tim's is just dead to In Your Dream. And TP out. Good TP.
What were you saying?
Aquila on the Terrorblade.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I wonder if they had anything better there
Radiant's
possibly
top
for him.
tower
I also
is
saw a
under
Talon
attack.
on someone. These tier 1s living a long life. Although it just hit 27 minutes, so...
Right. Probably switch it over afterwards. Find something cool.
Well, his tier 1 top is still up.
So what do you guys think the verdict is so far on the Slardar arc, the Mask of Madness? Do you like it?
It was great for the mid game. I think because the Queen of Pain was such a tempo dictating hero that Slardar was able to just take second fiddle because she was initiating.
Right.
I think he could get away with it. In games where Slardar needs to be the primary initiator, I don't think you can get away with it.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
But Armel is just gigantic right now.
He does have cheese now, and
Radiant's
should
top
have
tower
Shiva's
is
guard
under
done
attack.
in just a little bit. Abed? Nope, not gonna get stunned. Playing it mega safe. He's just gonna be going back for that Orb of Destruction afterwards as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, kind of just need to
Dire's
play the dodge
structures
game
are
until that
fortified.
Aegis disappears.
Unfortunately, it does feel like TNC just getting way more resources on the map.
Dire's bottom tower has
The
fallen.
more Among Us dodge them, the more time and freedom that TNC are given, the more they will take advantage of it just to farm.
Dire's
including the
bottom
enemy
tower is
ancients.
under attack.
Take them all down. Quickening Charm
Dire's
passed over now as
structures are
well.
fortified.
But yeah, you can
Dire's
see they're
bottom
at least
tower is
trying to
under
mirror
attack.
the other side of the map with
Radiant's
Among Us
top
sort of
tower
sneaking
is
into
under
their
attack.
triangle and taking away those ancients.
Yep. Yep. He did the same thing to some extent, but TNC are on the hunt.
Dire's bottom tower
I
is
guess
under
once
attack.
BKB is online for
Top river.
Terrorblade.
Bottom
They
tower
linked in.
Get him. Got him.
Whoa.
Okay.
That was a shorty.
Oh no, Arvel!
Oh man, and his courier died. Oh.
Good remnant away. He's making space.
He's run down, unfortunately.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Going.
Courier as well, although both teams end up losing Courier.
Yeah, Abed's got clipped by the Sonic Wave.
Radiant's top tower is
Looks like
under
Silencer
attack.
is going for Aghanims, which seems a little wild to me.
The hell?
The AoE
Radiant's
last word.
structures are fortified.
I mean, it hits onto everybody, but it's weird. Oh god. Whew.
We're asking the question, what pose is he going to do?
Yeah, he was definitely flailing,
Yeah.
whereas he should be using his Ag's Stormhammer animation.
I like that idea a lot.
Oh geez, MKB now finished for Gabby.
Radiant's top
At
tower
least
is under
Terrorblade's gonna
attack.
have his BKB now.
Yeah, and you have to fight.
Okay, stun comes out, jump away.
Zoop.
It is too long of a range, too damn long, and they're gonna take a lot of damage there. The global is out, Aegis going to go down.
Yeah.
Sunder?
Sunder afterwards hits onto Armel. Good amount of damage with the blink aways there as well. Stun comboed right as he came out of it, and Zephyr on top, they bring him down. Gabby falls. Big plays there from Among Us.
Oh.
They can't finish it.
Well, you get Chen's army at least. Only cost a Lesh buyback with a very, very solid defense. Take down the Aegis. Did Sven BK? Yeah, he did BKB. So that was his 10-second BKB. Wow. Great defense.
That range on the freaking Stormhammer Agnes. This is so insane.
I think it worked against him, though. I think it took him too deep into the fight.
That's fair.
And TNC were like, hey, you're going somewhere I can't come with you. The Hand of God is really the only thing that can help, and, well, KP gets a solo pick.
I just feel that personal pain of like being the one that's targeted.
Sure, but it's for the greater good.
Bottom tower is under attack.
You have to sacrifice yourself so you can get 2 kills on the enemy carry.
Yes, that's fair.
Still don't know what the deal is with the Silencer Aghanim Scepter.
Now, what's the idea here? Is there anybody that's particularly good against?
I guess Queen of Pain, I suppose, but she has a BKB already.
Is it like for wave clear at all? I don't know.
I guess.
Seems bizarre.
Excited to see it, though. It is his, I mean, he's been playing a lot of Silencer throughout this tournament, or at least over the past month, so more than happy to become a believer.
Look away there. Abed's gonna keep the farm train rolling. Doing everything they can.
This Octarine's a pretty nice game changer for him if he can get up to that. And it does look like TNC are more than happy to give Among Us as much time and patience as needed to play their game and catch up on items, because TNC themselves are just out-farming them on the map.
Smoke up again. Global should be close to back up again, I think.
Yeah, it's up.
Radiant are scanning.
And immediately Among Us back away.
Feels really hard to use this global well. Like, if you're just using it to cancel a Mortimer's Kisses, like, you're maybe missing out on another good opening to use it.
Radiant's middle
Gotta
tower
find a way to
is
win
under
these team
attack.
fights convincingly.
Whoa.
Well, there's the global. BKB out. KB gonna be chased down. Are they getting set up for a big old turnaround? Well, they miss on the spit out. Now slowing down both of them. Well, they're rooted for the moment, but will be able to escape. Tim's also going for the TP out.
Don't know what the plan was for TNC there. As soon as Global pops, then everyone should just retreat. Like, I feel like they committed with their BKBs. KP was obviously at the point of no return. He can BKB. He went in that direction so that the rest of his team would not get inadvertently chased. But then the rest of his team just showed up anyway in the middle of the fight. So, not really sure what TNC were hoping to accomplish after Global comes out.
Well, it's going to be interesting to watch these next couple of ones too, because like if they're able to even up the score a little bit now with Among Us in terms of net worth, like this 8,000 gold lead starts to feel like less and less as the items get out there higher.
Wow, he completes the Aghanim Scepter. What a player. I can't wait to see this. Let's see some wave clear.
It's a pretty big AoE. I've played it with it a couple of times in turbo games. Yeah, it's kind of nice. 600 radius. So if you think about how big that is, it's freaking enormous.
And they've got a telescope in their neutral stash, so 600 radius plus telescope range, you can get someone from a long, long distance away.
Definitely feels like TNC could benefit from some Lotus Orbs and additional BKBs, ways to get rid of these annoying silences.
Like, you can see the problems that they're having dealing with the Terrorblade illusions. I think that's the real answer. I just want to see these heroes get some Dagons. Kill those illusions.
Yeah, the underrated one-shotting illusion aspect of Dagon.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys felt like Sven's been that impactful this game?
Earlier on, I think more recently, it's felt like a hero just to kind of maintain some farm.
Yeah.
But it's definitely been...
I think his main goal was forcing Abed into this super weird item build. And wow, that spit out actually stuns the Tiny so that they can't finish off the kill, and Abed thought they had it confirmed. BKB activated by Slardar.
That's a 5-second. Oh no, it's an 8-second one. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, so I think Sven's main purpose is just forcing Abed into a non-damage build because he can't ever jump into a fight because he's just going to get dispelled. So Abed has to go for this weird survivability build, which really no other carry I think can do that to an Ember Spirit other than Sven. Now Satanic completed on TB.
I don't know how you guys feel, but if they don't get this Roche, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about TNC.
Yeah, we'll see if this Roche is any different too, because it feels like the last few, even when they got Aegises and things, didn't necessarily translate immediately into any kind of objective or teamfight success.
Yeah, Sven kind of blew his Aegis immediately. Still got the cheese on Queen of Pain though, but oh wow, and a Mjolnir. I didn't even notice she had that fully completed.
So I think they're trying to steal Roche right now. And they're doing it?
Yep, and it's scanned out.
They're gonna toss him in. Okay, in your dream, Lotus Orb, still fine.
That's Among Us saying we're not afraid of you. Come and contest this Roche. We'll fight you.
He's rooted. Jump in. Armel starting the fight already.
Oh,
March up on the high ground. They have global
Chain
available if they want to use it. Not even needing to with Quad dead. They're going to run in here.
Man, that was actually great. She did not want to BKB before Global came out, and everyone's like, all right, fine, if you're not going to BKB, I'm just going to use all my spells on you.
Guys, in your dream, they find KP in the back lines, and he goes down too.
Dude, the Silencer is doing so much by doing literally nothing. Queen of Pain won't BKB, KP jumps deep behind enemy lines to find the Silencer.
Wow.
And marches is laughing the way to the bank. Oh, Scepter? Who took the Scepter?
Ember got
Ember's
it.
got the Scepter.
Wow, and now he's just as
Bless
far.
up! Bless up!
Yeah, that. I imagine he would have bought one with the Octarine. Like that's like an amazing item for him.
And he's about
because
to
of his build.
25.
So he actually, I think at the beginning, he had the Aghanims queued up, and then he switched
Yeah,
over to the
you're right.
Octarine.
So he gets a free Ag Scepter, keeps the extra item slot that it would have filled. He's absolutely massive.
Dude,
And
that's completely changed this game around.
no one else on his team really wanted. I guess Tiny would have been second place.
Goodness.
Dude, he will chase the Snapfire to the ends of the earth. Unless Gabby comes in.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, you want to test this man's reflexes?
Slight dodge comes out. They want to go,
They
but
don't-
they can't. Dual Scepter lift up on the side. Whitemon is under control while they're trying to chase down and kill Tims, but they'll find him too. And just like that, Among Us.
Wait, Tim's got out?
Oh my god, Tims is such a baller.
Blink Dagger Snapfire.
Are scanning.
You never see it coming.
That's the way that the Aghanims ends up being kind of cool. It's like a blink in, eat up for the save. Then you just like throw somebody away.
Yeah.
If somebody's like out of position or something.
Neck and neck. Net worth now. Give me a graph, Aosin, if you don't mind. Yeah, that's a 10k advantage. Been whittled down to nothing.
So I think that the XP graph, the fact that that's mirroring it is really important because like it's really easy to have the net worth one when it's just like eating an Aghanims, right? Like that's naturally going to be a pretty big dip, but getting the XP in terms of the switch is also pretty indicative of how this game's going.
True, especially since TNC have basically been farming lanes the entire time, and Among Us have been farming the jungle for the majority of the game.
God, are we going to get a 2-0 again?
We jinxed it. We thought we had the third game. We're getting a good competitive close
That's
game
for sure.
both teams.
Yeah.
We hit the 40-minute mark. Teams fighting over the bounty runes.
Remnants in. Wait. Oh, but the turnaround with the Lotus Orb. Ahmed able to get away on absolutely nothing. Look at him. He's barely alive. Remnants out of there. Meanwhile, Stormhammer in, trying to take down that ledge. The Hand of God, it's not quite enough to keep him alive. And with the Avalanche, the toss-up, Gabby needs a way to jump onto, and they will find him. Now off to the side, Armel gets the blink away. Your Dream still trying to do what damage he can, but he's already lost 2 of his allies.
What is going on? How has no one on Radiant died?
Oh, Lotus yet again being used for the toss back the other way. Because he had the Aghanims, he got the effect back the other direction as well. That kept him from getting stunned.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And in the end, it's not going to matter. He still ends up falling.
Well, TV's still got a little bit of time left on this meta, but not much. And that's a Cuckoo buyback. That's a Zephyr buyback. I think you are more than content if you're TNC just to give up with Slardar casualty. I don't know how TNC lived for so long. They did Bird and Cheese, so Queen of Pain was getting hammered on by the Terrorblade, sundered, and then she cheesed immediately after and then blinked out. And yeah, with the Spell Prism, she's definitely very, very mobile. Not yet 25, so close. If she had 25, that honestly may have been just like game.
It feels to me like Ember needs to be the one that finds like Chen. But he doesn't have enough damage
Yeah,
to
he
kill
finds him and then he's like, "What's up, Chen?" I'm gonna slow you massively.
Like, Terrorblade needs to be able to keep beating on Sven, but Sven is, like, too mobile, and so...
Even
like,
Lesh doesn't have damage. Lesh has, like, no real mana regen items, technically. It's just a Lotus.
I don't know, man.
All in on the full 4 protect one of the TB.
All for the in your dream.
We'll have a Daedalus perhaps for the next fight if he wants to forego the buyback.
See if he wants to do it. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, even though it's sort of evened up, like the general problems that exist for Among Us, like, aren't being solved. Oh my god.
Yeah, I thought that blink
What?
was an enemy
Holy
tiny,
crap.
and I was like, cuckoo, no.
That scares me. Just seeing a tiny blink next to you is never a good thing.
Dire's middle tower
Do you ever
is
do
under
that to,
attack.
like, when you're playing, you just sort of, like, blink on top of one of your allies in a pub game just to scare them or something? That's the move.
Can't
I
say
love
that I
that.
have.
Oh, that's the way to go.
Not intentionally, at least. Ninja gear up for Gabby. That's actually pretty sweet. For a hero that can basically 100 to 0 someone.
It's the scariest thing. It's the support running away from a smoked up Sven.
Aegis reclaimed. Does he buy the full Daedalus on the Sven, or is he still waiting for buyback?
About the Daedalus
He's
on
got-
the TV.
On the TB, he has one. Oh, never mind. It was. Oh, never mind. It was just the. Wait. Oh, he's going to bless. Never mind.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, he wants the item slot.
Well, 3,000 gold lead after that last fight, and I have a feeling we're chilling till Roche.
Clop's 25, so Fear is online, and I think that could make a big difference, because so far this Tiny and this Leshrac are able to kind of stay in the fight because they've gone for such survivable builds, but I think it's going to really help you against this Fear.
Well, Gabby runs into the middle of them, spot him, and they can do nothing because it's yoked out Sven. So big.
The last year you kind of want to run into when you're making plays. But both teams trying to get some vision up around key points of the map, knowing that high ground ward or something could determine the outcome when they both seem so evenly matched right now.
Oh. I want to see some more of those Lotus Orbs reflecting onto the Sven. Naturally, with the Lotus Orb, when it's like just a regular Stormhammer bolt, does the Sven get stunned by that? Do you know? Because I feel like the stun hits before he becomes a person again.
You mean if the person with the Lotus Orb on them does not have a scepter?
Yes.
Yeah, it won't stun him.
So the only way to do it is if you have an Aghanim's.
Yeah, because I guess there's a delay. I think that's like the first time I've ever seen that.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
4 staff for Leshrac. They like, it's literally all on Terrorblade to deal damage this game.
Yeah. Needs to be able to do it. Stay on target. Kill people.
You know, I remember saying, he can do something here or there. Yeah,
Sure.
he's got those low cooldowns. But yeah, as far as actual burst and ability to blow people up, it is just the TB.
Well, and it's like, it's mainly AoE things too, right? Like with the Ember, he's got
Yeah.
Shivas and Agons. What else does he have besides that? Like Yules and I'm not sure what else he's building towards on the Ember.
It's just the Octarine, I think, is his last item. I don't know what he's working towards, but
He had Octarine Shivers last we checked.
yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what would make sense.
Scotty on Sven. 4.4k HP tossback.
Okay. And about a third HP. Stun is there as well. Tries to blow him up. Panicking up for the heal. The Fear comes out afterwards. All the BKB in the runaway. The Global is out already, and Slardar is going to die.
That's okay. Meta's down, Global's down.
For Chase.
Among Us needs to chase this. They can't let them get out like this.
They're not letting him. Chase for more. Abed. Oh, good stomp. Is that going to be enough to keep him alive? Yeah,
Yep.
they guessed the wrong direction.
Scanning.
Oh my goodness. What is stomp for March? Not March.
I think you're
Sorry, not March.
Whitemon.
Oh, my bad.
I think you're perfectly okay with that if you're TNC. You did not have to burn God Strength. Only BKBs were popped were the Slardar and the Sven, and only casualties were the Slardar and the Chen. So Global's down, Meta's down. Roche's potential to respawn soon. If it was now, that would be perfect, but seems like TNC will still have to be a little bit patient, but I think they should be looking for a fight.
Hasn't really felt like these Aegises, Cheese, Axes, and whatnot have really pushed TNC's strength of their lineup over the edge yet, though. Like, having an Aegis hasn't really resulted in being able to convincingly win a fight or go high ground.
I think you're right, but I think the other parts of Roche may be pretty nice, though. Yeah. Getting a Refresher, getting an Ags, and the Cheese, I think, would be really nice for them.
Speaking of Refresher, that's what Ember's going for. That one feels weird to me. I don't know. You get all of the remnants again, but it's kind of strange.
Yeah, amazing. Just looking to completely blow people up with bazillion remnants.
The 6 remnant dream. No, the 8 remnant dream. Or no, yeah, the 6 remnant dream.
Well, he's Ag, so he gets 5
more.
more.
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, so
the 10.
The 10 remnant dream.
I mean, I don't know. It's not. He's going for. Okay.
How much damage is that?
This is one of
those
the
remnants.
Weirdest Ember builds I've ever seen in my entire life.
So it's 3,000 damage.
3,000 magic damage.
I mean, is it good? I feel like it's pretty bad. I don't know. It's weird.
It's funny.
Yeah, you just don't normally think of Refresher on heroes with low cooldowns.
Or without any really useful active spells.
Yeah.
I mean, active items.
Yeah, like Hex or something.
Right, exactly. Or BKB. Oh, well, there's a BKB on Quap.
He has the remnants available. Immediately takes him down to the low grounds. And if Sonic Wave out as well.
Okay, he refreshed now to get out.
Round 2. Zephyr's in trouble.
He's
Zephyr's
back
going down. Trying to find everybody. In Your Dream turning to fight. Almost able to bring down that spend. He's very low. They kill off the Leshrac, dead for 2 minutes, and they will get the finish onto Terrorblade. And Abed's just doing nothing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He didn't do any damage.
I wouldn't say that. He flew in and out at least 7 times in that one fight. Even a master falters,
I want to see how much damage he ended up doing, because it's going to look like a lot, but...
What I want to see is how many units he covered in that one fight.
That's true.
Watching the sports events, I want to know the mileage. How many miles has this player run?
Ember was playing tennis with himself pretty much.
I mean, he did the most on his team, but it didn't
That's not a good thing.
impactful.
If your Ember with the Refresher, Shiva's, Octarine, Yules is dealing the most damage in a team fight, something has gone wrong.
It's true. I mean, a lot of the damage is from Terrorblade's illusions, but still, this just looks like it's too big of a downside.
Well, meta's down, global's down, buybacks are available for the Lesh and Tiny, but not for the Silencer and the Terrorblade. What a weird game.
Slardar gets the Ags.
They showed those first 2 buybacks, and I imagine TNC have a pretty good idea at this point that TP is not buying back, and they're going to go for at least 1, and now a second lane of Rax here with 20 seconds on TP's respawn timer.
Unfortunately, Ember is the inferior spirit when trying to clear an entire creep wave.
Not when you have Refresher. Go, go, go! It's still the weirdest thing.
So Gabby got the blessing, and yeah, he's still got 1 point. Or how much gold does Gabby have? 7.5k.
Yeah, what's he buy?
I don't know.
Save out for that trident?
Maybe.
That would be pretty sick, honestly. He's got to wait 10 minutes, though.
I don't think it's going to be 10 minutes. I think this one's over now. I don't feel like they do that much on the side of Among Us. Like, I don't know, Terrorblade just hasn't been able to do the damage.
It definitely seems, one more fight like that and it's definitely over. If you don't have any buybacks and, 2 heroes had to use it to kind of defend high ground there.
Have Aegis better farm the jungle. Let's go.
Bot lane and mid lane are going to be consistently pushing, so they can just slow roll this top lane now.
Well, at this point, for Among Us, the blink for Silencer is kind of cool.
Dude, what is this Silencer build? What is this 5-position Silencer build? Ags Blink. Down with the Veil. The Veil's perfectly cool with me. I don't know what the Ags has been doing. I don't know what the Ags is supposed to be doing. I mean, it's supposed to be silencing multiple people, I suppose.
Well, one thing that's kind of cool, I guess, is that for Sven, once his BKB's down, he can't, like, Stormhammer around anymore, which is kind of cool.
Sure.
but usually like everybody dies in the version of
Yeah.
BKB. So
Meanwhile, what if he had a refresher so that like Stormhammer also can't happen while Gabby's BKB'd?
that's true. That's a good point. They're
Dire are
coming
scanning.
in. Oh man, they managed to scan right there.
He's got an Aeon disc on the Tiny.
Step away. Oh no.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh no. In Your Dream needs to do every bit of damage possible. They kill off the Slardar. Can they find any more?
Oh, the
Ooh,
Sunder.
It's out.
All right.
Okay, good follow-up stun there onto Gabby, trying to kill him off. He's focused on Cuckoo, but looks like he's going to go down. Or is he?
Satanic?
Or is
Oh,
he?
no.
Never mind.
That's a Satanic.
And with that, the chase down is going to come. A double kill for Tim's. Chasing for more. That's the reason
Oh,
they
that's
get
the blink. Yeah, that's right.
And Remnant's coming in. Oh, look out. I got a lot of Remnants for you. Good play there by Abed. And going to TP
Holy
back
damage.
in base,
Oh
but
my.
no.
Bloodthorn Mjolnir,
Word.
baby. Let's go.
Ben's buying
Zoop.
back though. They're all in to try in this game.
He's back.
They've lost Snapfire. They might lose Slardar too now.
Abed bought back as well.
Oh my god, did the
They have
Shivas
no
follow
timeouts.
him in the slight?
That looks like it. Chase down. Fear. Oh, the stun.
Wait, it didn't hit anything useful?
They got him. And with that now, Gabby looking for the chase down. It should be enough. All right, Gabby says, I don't want to fight him
Dire's
anymore.
top
I just
tower
want these
is under
buildings.
attack.
No fight, just building.
Dire's
I wonder if he's
top
going to Satanic off this illusion. Or the creep wave. Yeah, there we go.
Dire's top barracks are under
One big
attack.
swat of it.
Dire's top barracks.
Well, Abed's dead for 100
Dire's
seconds.
top barracks has
But also, you know, this is dieback potential for the Sven.
And this'll the start. Gabby taking a lot of damage there.
Oh,
Got heals.
he's silenced with that last word. But Among Us will fight to the bitter end.
Will be better.
Yeah, they were hoping for that 2-0 trend to continue here, but no such luck.
Your Dream just keeps on spamming out that reflection. And now they got him now. A lot of attack speed for the turnaround. The Sunder is there. Trying to do what he can. Global. Abyssal afterwards. Sonic Wave and the Scream for the fear. Oh, that was really nice. Armeldo might be in some trouble now. Oh, nope, never mind. And that should just about do it. Very, very well played by TNC. As it looks like they should be able
Bitter
to
end.
even
I
this one
said
up.
bitter end.
Apparently.
The bitterest of ends.
The only thing they're doing is ruin my outro now.
Now, these teams, we've seen the old chat. There's some bitterness between them. They will make them finish off that throne.
Stun, toss away, kill every last HP of it. Cuckoo, left to live. Lots of giggling.
Bitter end.
The bitterest of
Dire's
ends.
ancient is under
And GG. There we go. Bringing them into the fountain, but they get the kill. Oh, Gabby gets one last swipe.
Dire's ancient
And won't even go down.
predator.
Well played, TNC, and a game number 3.
Finally. Not exactly how I anticipated us reaching this point,
No.
but we got it
Yeah.
anyway.
And in the kind of marquee matchup for the day, you know, these two teams playing some high-level Dota, I think TNC, even though they win this game, I'm still going to Game 3 a little bit nervous about them because it felt like it took them a long time, took them a lot of Roches, and they made a few flubs along the way. But the question for Among Us is, to me, going back to the draft, like Game 1 was very much an IO victory. What's Plan B? Because that Plan B didn't really work out.
Yeah, them relying on In Your Dream to be 100% of their damage, in my opinion, was the downfall of this draft, which ultimately I think it came down more to itemization than even the draft itself, because I think Leshrac and Ember could have been damage dealers, but for whatever reason they chose a alternative path. But we will jump to a quick break, but when we return, the scoreboard and more post-game analysis here for game number 2 at the Monster Energy Dota Summit 13.